Down the hill we go. Good news is we're not going to have sun blazing in our eyes going south now. That's good news. And we have a pile of leaves everywhere. And we will sally forth. Good morning, Mama Ophelia. Ophia. God, I have a hell of a brain problem today. I haven't been able to pronounce anything all day. I'm sorry. You miss being in the city? I'm not a city person. Um, yeah, it's okay, but I'm not fond of it. Too many people. Hey, oh no, there it is. You say, hey, they took down the no red turn on red sign, but they just moved it. Okay, around the corner and onto the freeway. Yay! Okay, now I just got to make the merge off of this collector distributor, and then I can set the cruise and go. Yes, thank you. Please hit the like and subscribe. I always forget to tell people to do that, or ask people to do that for that matter. One of these days, I'm going to have to do a test live and learn how to run a live on like this. I can run civvies all day long, but that's running a through StreamYard. Hey, Des, thanks for stopping in. I had 27 people watching. I only saw 4. So hit the brakes, slow down. Not even a reason to. Really, go back to truck driver school. Al left. Apparently, I wasn't amusing. Had I known there was 27 people here, I probably still wouldn't have been amusing, but I'd been here. Probably all the children that were looking for she cooks and roasts to abuse. They're all a bunch of little liars. It's 18 and over. That means they all had to lie to get in. Just ridiculous. Either that or YouTube really doesn't care. They just put that up there for legal reasons. Is this live made for children? No. And they really don't care. They just, well, we tried. I don't know. Hey, Share Bear, thanks for stopping by here. We're rolling back southbound. I'm kind of waiting for a few more people. Hey, Eddie, thanks for dropping by again, buddy. Um, I did. I did point out the Space Needle on the northbound one about 20 minutes before it ended. If you want to go see it, you obviously had something to do and had to leave, but I did point it out for you. Hi, Shamika. Thank you for stopping by, honey. Oh, I understand. I get phone calls and have stuff I got to do too. So I'm just lucky enough to be able to sit on my ass and do most of my work. Every now and then I got to go out in the field, but most of the time I get to sit on my butt. Yeah, I don't know about what everybody else does, but in the trade that I'm in, there are so many people that do not like to be watched while they're working, and it never bothers me. I used it as a teaching opportunity to teach them about their heating or cooling system or how their refrigeration works, so that they could better understand what was going on and maybe they could make whatever change was necessary to fix it themselves without having to spend the money on breaking it out. Hey, Jeremy, thanks for coming by, bud. Yeah, well, the good news is it's smaller than it has ever been. It is healing nicely. The doctor is actually claiming that she thinks I can be done with this by Christmas. And I have had until this point, since March 31st of 2023, when this whole fiasco started, she has never put a possible ending date on it. It's always been, oh, we'll see how it goes. Well, we'll see how it goes. But for the first time, we're under a centimeter in both directions and in depth. There is no more undermining. Um, yeah, I'm excited. But I may actually be done with this very soon. Hey, She Cubs, thanks for stopping by, honey. Yeah, it's for the first time she's optimistic about it. They have not yet approved the second round of stem cells, but uh, so technically they put the last round on today. Uh, but there's been such a positive improvement since we started this. Uh, she believes that we can probably get them to continue it. So hopefully by next week we will have we'll keep going with it. And if we don't by then I'll call the insurance company and say, what in the hell are you doing to me? This is just costing you money. And as for the title of the show today, I did see a Star-bellied sneetch today. They were rowing this guy with a big beer belly around on a gurney. And as he went by, it was all I could do to keep a straight face. He had a big red star. If you all remember Dr. Seuss's book, The Star-bellied Sneetches, he had a big red star on his belly. And I almost couldn't keep myself from just laughing my ass off. And of course, that's the first thing I thought of. He had a star upon ours. It went very well. For the first time since we've been dealing with this, the doctor believes I could actually be healed by Christmas. It's smaller than it's ever been. And yeah, traffic's not too bad going back southbound. Uh, oh, look at that. Cardinal Heating has changed their logo. Um, sorry, irrelevant to you, relevant to me. Um, yeah, it's under a centimeter in all directions, and there's no more undermining. Uh, and she literally said, I don't know what you did in last week, but keep doing it. Hi, Mona. Thanks for coming in. So I'm very excited about it. would be nice to finally be done with it and be up walking again. Yes, I know you go to the doctor on Friday, and I'm going to start complaining at you when you don't go. I know last weekend you had a problem with quote unquote with your ride. Your daughter wasn't doing well, but you can't get better if you don't go. And I know that they suck. Yep, I just said that. I don't know. Oh, that's weird. Um, uh, I don't know how Florida is, but when I was on uh, Medicaid, which is what it is here, uh, I could get free rides to the doctor. And so if I was too sick to drive myself, or my daughter couldn't take me, because there was times when I couldn't drive. Uh, all I needed to do was make a phone call the day before, and I could be delivered even the 2 hours away up to the hospital for the appointment. And I don't know if you guys have that program, but if you don't, that's BS. And that's all the more reason to get the hell out of Florida. All that does is promote mothers to have more children in order to get more benefits. That's so dumb. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for coming in. Um, More good news has happened, and that is the tax bat. And I believe that I've explained this a few times on the channel, but in order to make it a cohesive story, first of all, I'll put the window up so it isn't blowing in your ear. In my Medicare, uh, I have to pay for Medicare, Part B and Part C and D. Anyway, I went online to make my Medicare payment February of 2023, and I wasn't sure if I'd done it right, so I checked online to see if the payment was pending, and it said it was pending, so I thought everything was cool. June of 2023, my medical insurance gets shut off, so I made phone calls and ended up going down to the Social Security office and straightened it all out, handed them a check for a double payment, was told as soon as the check clears, my insurance would be turned back on. Check cleared, insurance was turned back on. Um, Everything's cool, except that they didn't really turn it back on. What they did was put a 2 month buffer on it to give them time to turn it back on, and they never did. So September rolls around and my insurance gets cut off again. And I have been fighting since uh, September of 2023. Maybe this was all 2024, 2025. Yeah, it was 2024. Anyway, September of 2024, my insurance gets shut off again. And I have been fighting with them since then to get it turned back on. And I just got the letter about it being reinstated because they had made the mistake and it's being reinstated. Um, February of 2025, my company was able to cover insurance for employees, so I got other insurance. Um, so that has helped, but uh, now finally they're they're going to be able to backbill for all that other stuff. Uh, but it's taken me over a year to fight that battle and finally get it set up and turn it back on. Yeah, and pardon me, return, but it is. I mean, really, all somebody had to do was flip a switch, basically. Go to the computer and check yes, and it took them a year to do it. And I wasn't just waiting; I was calling them every 2 weeks. And every time I talked to them, I would be told it was being expedited. Jesus. I guess I just had to wait for the government to shut down and for some substitute to look at this and go, oh, I can fix that easy and turn it on. Just ridiculous. Anyway, so that's the other good news. Wow, still a lot of pumpkins out there. Usually they take most of those up to the two zoos. We've got the Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle and the Point Defiance Zoo in Tacoma. That's not true. We got a couple other zoos. Zoo. Buckley had a zoo till the duck died. There we go. Now this guy had to be. I can set the cruise. Yeah, that's messed up, Des. Own it. Now you own it outright just in time that you need to sell it and get out of there. But now it's worth enough so you could actually get something else. Just find a piece of property and have Ed come down and build you 3 tiny houses for you and the kids. Oh, there's still places where things are inexpensive. Have a good day, Mona. Thanks for stopping in, dear. I really appreciate it. I got to hit the pharmacy and hit the grocery store on the way home. I have to go pick up a turkey so that I can get it defrosted in time and she can spatchcock it and brine it on Friday night, and then smoke it on Saturday and bake it off on Sunday. And then you guys will get to see it all on Sunday night. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. early '80s, I was on the radio too. Those were called puker commercials. Come on out for the Hermiston Drags on Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. It was fun, but you never could make any money at it. And I actually did work for a couple of big stations. I'm still trying to figure out what that big red building is over there that they're building on the right. And obviously, I really don't care too much because I could go look at the permits. But eventually, they will put up signage, and I will know. Big bucks. Let's see what else is going exciting. Oh, it looks like we're going to buy out another heating company. They give us a bigger stake in the residential market. But that means I got to have more people that can do residential. I got people that can do service or do commercial, but now I'm going to have to get some more people that can do residential work too. Residential is probably easier, really, but it takes a certain kind of person that wants to do crawl space and attic. And you really got to be really stupid in order to get into an attic on a 110-degree day. And believe me, I've done it many times. On a crawl space where the water was so deep you needed a wetsuit or dry suit, really. Thank you, Bulldogs. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps. I was actually referring to myself. We don't actually get that many hot days up here, but well, not that hot. But even on a 90-degree day, you can end up with 150 degrees in an attic. So you can only stay up there for a few minutes at a time. somehow people don't appreciate it if you're naked in their attic. Like, geez, I'm fixing your air conditioning. Put your belly aching. That's why commercial work is more fun. Everything's on the roof or inside the building, but not in the attic. Or in the crawl space for that matter. Yeah, that's true. Uh, Probably in '84, I was working for a contractor that did plumbing and heating, and we had a huge cold snap in early April, uh, and he had 9 plumbers and 2 heating guys, and we weren't getting the heating calls, but we kept getting sent out on frozen pipe calls. Like, yeah, it's frozen now, and nothing I can do with it right now. I mean, I can melt it down, but it's too late. Once the pipe freezes, it's too late. That's about when they invented the shark bite fittings. Hey, Ed, thanks for stopping in, dude. On a break between chickens? Oh, you're driving. Okay. I know that feeling. Come on, dude. Step on the gas pedal. There we go. Hi, Lee. Thanks for dropping back in, buddy. Better pay attention down here. They changed the speed limit down here, and they like to sit on this little cutout road, kick people off. There we go. Let somebody else run ahead. Rabbit. That worked. Yeah, leaves are starting to go down here. Starting to see more and more bare trees. Oh, that's good. Sure, jump out in front of me and slam on the brakes. corner and up the hill and go by a water tower that's pretending to be trees. I can't tell if you guys can see that up here at the top of the hill or not. But as we come up towards the top of the hill on the right-hand side where we start, the left-hand corner out to the right, you might see the water tower with all the trees painted on it. I will point it out when we get up here. Just at the end of these trees on the right, it's out to the right. But I got it. All the controls are down the right-hand side. There it is. The trees on it so it would blend in with the skyline. Hey, Simon. Thanks for stopping by, but and we made it. Welcome to Bonnie Lake. Oh boy. Now that we're slowing down a bit, I can bring that window back down a little bit. Clue, what's that? Oh, Bonnie Lake Soccer Moms has started a new club, a drama club. Oh, okay. You were lurking. Okay. First to the stoplight so I can go like hell and get over in the right like David Park. Yeah, Simon, we're nosy. Inquiring minds and all. Wish they'd put something up here that was good. Oh, that's cool. At least it wasn't PT or something. Yeah, that's very cool. All right, around the corner, over to the pharmacy. Oh boy. Wow, I'm down here early today. Yes, can't disturb the baby. Puppies have rights too. I don't know if you guys can hear my turn signal ticking or not. I decided I was going to be smart and put in LED bulbs on my tail lights, and it triple speeded up my turn signal. I could change it all by putting in a different flasher, but I kind of like it because it's faster than everybody else's. Have a great rest of your day, Share Bear. Thanks for being here. All right, get in line and try not to park right in front of the walkway again, so I don't interrupt that little old man that was so upset at me the other day. Hey, Tiger. Okay, now I can pull up a little bit further. I also have to renew my P.O. box, so I have to fill out a paperwork every. I thought it was once a year, but uh, I think this is the third time I filled it out this year. I have to fill out a form supposedly once a year and turn it in, which seems kind of silly, but I got to do it. So I fill it out and I will turn it back in when I hit the post office just before I go home. Now they want my email address too. That sucks. So now I'm going to get junk mail from the post office. Uh, what's today's date? The 15th? I don't want to. Yeah, I don't. 18th. Thank you. All right, that's filled out. I can turn that back in when I hit the post office. Wow, the 18th. Tomorrow's my sister's birthday. Not that it matters. I haven't spoken to her in 20 years, but only because she doesn't deserve it. Um, yeah. However, speaking of family, I need to call my cousin today. I haven't talked to her in a couple of weeks. Yeah, exactly. Fun fact: we haven't spoken to her in 20 years. I haven't. Yeah, I honestly haven't spoken to her in 20 years. Um, Inevitably, I get a Merry Christmas text from her every year, but and I usually respond and to you, and that's the extent of our communication. She does still call my cousin from time to time, but all she ever does is whine about how pathetic she is, which is what she was always good at. You know, you can have your left arm cut off, and she's going to call good and whine because she has a hangnail, and not just. I mean, you're going to hear every excruciating part of it for hours. Anyway, off that topic. Oh, okay. I have to show ID to pick up my prescription. I was just looking at when it expires. I still got a couple years. Yeah, she's not Tiger. Don't worry about it. I don't know if she is or not, but I don't think so. My nephew's a good kid though. He decided when he was young he wanted to be a game tester, and everybody kind of laughed about it. And now he's in New York and he's game testing for one of the bigger gaming companies and making very good money doing it, debugging stuff and making very good money doing it. And my niece married a preacher's son who has now is now also preaching at the church, and she's kind of gone off the rails that way. Yeah, weird. All right, this lady's finally done. Okay. All right, I'm going to mute you guys for a second when I get up here. There we go. All right, I'm back for a couple. Yeah, I don't. He started working for Nintendo, and I mean he skyrocketed there and was running a department. All right, I'll be back. Okay, we're back. If I can get around the corner, put my seatbelt back on. Yeah, he skyrocketed at Nintendo and was running the whole testing department. And I guess a headhunter came looking for him out of New York and offered him a job back there for 5 times the money. So he took it, and I guess he's enjoying being in New York. Oh Jesus, yeah. What the heck are you stopped for here, you idiot? There's no stop sign here, dude. Jeepers. All right, off to Safeway. Thank you. It's nice to be back. Huh. Yes, Tiger, exactly my thoughts. Not sure why she's turning this way. She needs to turn left to get back to the to Tahalia where she lives. That's where all Teslas come from in this area. And usually they all shop at Target, so I don't know why it would be coming this way. That's a little odd. And that's Panera Bread's back there. I don't know what this other one is. I thought this one right here was going to be Panera Bread's, but it's not. So I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe that's not even a restaurant. Maybe that's just a little strip molly thing. Oh Jesus, they're putting an Xfinity store in right there. Well, that's cool. And I have to go all the way over to Frederickson. Should I need to replace one of my boxes? That's cool. 405 a gallon for gasoline. Oh, that's why she's getting a Starbucks. All right, guys, you know the drill. We're at Safeway, and as I pull up to the handicap spot, I'm going to lose all. So, thank you all for being here. It's been fun. I love y'all, and we will do it all again next Tuesday unless I get a wild hair. And then maybe we'll do it. God, dude, take your half out of the middle. Thanks, lady. Um, unless I get a wild hair, and yeah, you all have a good day too. I love you, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye now.